Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar on single solution for all your audit confirmation. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today's session on audit confirmation. In today's seminar, our host Prerna will be speaking on how Firmway has simplified the process of confirmation and maintained the compliance related to SA 505. In short, about our host, so Prerna is our audit confirmation expert holding a good experience in implementing automation. She helps transform your client to get automated in confirmation process rather than doing it manually. We are going to start the webinar in few minutes. If you face issues while attending the webinar and if you have any queries regarding the software, kindly drop your queries in Q&A session. As well as we are going to publish some polls during the webinar to understand your audience, so kindly respond. We'll wait for more 2 minutes to all the attendees to join. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to see how our audit confirmation process works. I would also like to thank you for joining in to today's session. So in today's session, we will be covering about audit confirmation overview, account setup on Firmway, requesting audit confirmation, response in monitoring, and audit documentation. And further, we'll also have a room for a question. So we all are aware about the audit confirmations and the compliances related to audit confirmation, as SA 505 requires some direct confirmation from the party which will be relevant and will be reliable to the audit evidence. As we have came across multiple frauds with the following examples, if you can see on the screen, with Satyam, Ycard, and many other 75 plus companies. SA 505 externally external confirmation has the third highest non-compliances findings according to the review of 2020-21. The report itself has some findings to be presented. Some are on your screen itself. Not carrying out the external confirmation procedure, not performing external confirmation procedures, and not keeping the documentations. So here, Firmway has all-in-one solution for all the issues and the problems faced by the compliances. The solution is Firmway provides you a 2-week cycle of confirmation, including 3 parties. One would be the sender request by the auditor. 2 would be for the parties of the auditor, and 3 will get the responses from the customers, vendors, and the bankers. So here we have one poll for you. Before starting, the polls will be on your screen shortly. And also, we have some joinees from the YouTube session on live. So your answers for the poll can be mentioned in the comment section of the YouTube. The poll is on for 5 seconds more, and I can see a very good response to your poll as well. Okay. So there will be one more poll for. So here is the next poll. Again, for the YouTube people who has joined in, this is the poll for you. Request you to share your answers on the comment section. Okay, so for more 5 seconds, the poll will be on. Let's move to the next poll. This is the So now let's begin with the benefits of what Firmway is providing you. Now with the audit confirmation, we have automated the confirmation process for auditors to get an ease process into getting the responses and auto follow-ups. So here is the summary of the benefits. We can send confirmation through a traditional way, that is the email. Real-time status can be checked, that is delivered, failed, or read. The key statistics in which will help you to get the amount and percentage wise. The audit documentation will help you to prepare, keep it for the audit purpose. Auto follow-ups will be helpful. Auto follow-ups will be helpful for the people who have not responded to the mail. Summary of the responses will be collected in one particular file. Reconciliation platform would be open for the responders, and the audit trail can be maintained. Now we'll see how quickly we can set up an account on Firmway. Before that, we have one more short poll for you. So here is the poll published. Again, for those people are streaming from YouTube, you can share your comments on the comment section. The poll is live for 5 seconds more. Here is the next poll for you guys. Thank you for your active response. The poll is live for again 5 seconds more. Moving ahead, this is the last poll before moving ahead, and then we'll start with the process. Okay, so moving ahead, let's see how is the account setup done. First, we have registration on Firmway. So we'll quickly see that how is the registration on Firmway done. Here we'll be having an app.firmway URL. Once you're done with that, you click on that, you'll have a registration button here. Once you click on register, you'll be having a top pop-up to enter your role and entity type. Once that is done, you click on next. You'll get a top pop-up for entity information. Fill up your firm name and registration name. Once you click on next, here you'll have a personal information to fill up your details, with which you will be able to have the login ID and password for the initial login. And once you fill up with the details, you click on next, and you'll have this pop-up in front of you which will say the details have been submitted and kindly check your email to activate your account. Once you have that email, you need to upload your member card and form card to activate your account. With this very quick step of your account activation, we'll now see what is the next step. So once you're done with the account setup, we'll have a quick registration. We'll have a quick account setup of adding your users, DNS configuration, configuring your email, and manage client. So let's see how that is done. Once you're on board, once you have activated your account, you will have a dashboard like such. When you click on settings, you will have manage users. Once you click on manage user, on the right hand side, you have a manage user option. You have two ways to upload your users. If you have to upload a bulk user list, you can simply download the sample template from here and upload it in this particular box. Or else, if you have a one by one user to be added, you can simply add your user email ID, first name of the user, last name of the user, and mobile number. Further, let me help you with the roles. We have a super admin, authorizer, preparer, and portal manager. A quick detail about these roles. super admin will have the role given to the senior partners who will have the access to the entire portal, including the rights to be given to the partners to which client they can access for. Admin will have a similar right on the portal, they can access to the entire portal, and this could be given to the partners. Authorizer will be having only rights to send the confirmation and configure the email ID, download the summary report. And the preparer will be having rights to prepare the file and upload it on the portal itself. Portal manager will have the rights to simply configure the email ID, add the users, and look after all the technical parts of the portal. Then we have the membership number. The membership number is mandatory for super admin and admin, that is the senior partner and partners. By filling up the details, you can simply click on create and your user will be activated. Once that is done, we have a domain configuration to do. So the domain configuration is anything after @ that is, if you see my email ID prerna @firmway.in. So firmway.in will be my domain. Okay. Once you click on verify this domain, a entry like such will be created. You need to simply download this records and share it with your IT person. Okay. Let me help you why domain configuration is necessary. Domain configuration will help you prevent the emails which will be triggered by your audit to not land up in spam and promotions and land directly into the inbox of the receiver. Likewise, we have email configuration to ensure the 100% 98% security of your emails to land up in inboxes. We'll make sure that the email is also being configured. Again, the setup is very quick. Select your email ID and click on verify the email ID. Let's suppose if you have an email which your account has not been created, but you need to use that particular email to send the confirmation. So you'll click on add new email. You will enter the name or the relevant team name for the particular email ID. Fill up the email ID and click on verify email. An entry like such will be created and an email will be received on the particular email ID. Once you receive the email ID, you click on the link given in the email ID and you can simply see the status has been successful after clicking on update status. Now, as we have completed our domain and email configuration, quickly let me show you that how the global setting works for the super admin. As I mentioned previously that super admin has the right to give the partners and admins the right to have their all clients or their clients only or no access to the clients itself. You can simply update it from here. Lastly, in account setup, we have our managed clients in which the auditor can itself have their clients onboarded without involving their clients into the process. Now, quickly, let's see how you can upload a client on the Firmway portal. Here you have to fill the PAN number of the client, the name of the client, full name. If you have multiple POCs of the client, you can simply add a row from here and fill up the data. Okay. Once that is done, there are team members to be added, the partner to which the client belongs to, reviewer that is the preparer, reviewer that is the authorizer, and you can further select the preparer. Here we have client settings. Now this is something very important. Previously, we had a method that we used to involve the client into the process of firmware for rolling out the confirmation. But now in this process, we have one-time authorization, transaction authorization, maker checker control, and client portal access, which helps you to customize your needs for rolling out the confirmation and helps you to get involved your client only as per needs. Okay. So when I say one-time client authorization, if required, which says choose this option if you want your client to approve one time at the initial setup. That means when you set up your account with the client needs to approve the access. Okay. If you say as not required, the client will not get any notification. Likewise, with transaction confirmation, if you say required, This option will help the client to choose the option if you want your client to approve each time you send a confirmation. Whenever you send your confirmation, your client will get a email to approve the confirmation. Likewise, if I say not required, the client will not be notified. Maker checker control can be selected if you want your authorizer, that is the senior, to approach each time for the sending confirmation. So whenever you're sending the confirmation, if authorizer is processing the entire process, the next senior, that can be the partner or the admin or the super admin, will get a authority of approving or quickly doing a maker checker check before sending the confirmations. Again, this is optional. If you want it, you can say required or else not required. Then we have a client portal access. The client portal access is majorly given to the clients who can directly onboard upload directly log in into the Firmway portal and look into their audits. But that won't be anywhere linked between your and company's account. So also you can see this. This is unable to view the manage their confirmations on Firmway portal. So again, if you want to give the client the access, you can say yes or you can say no. Then we have an email attachment option in which you say you have to upload your authority letter, which will be further used to roll out the confirmation. This can be having a stamp by the client, and you can get a sample on download template itself. Okay. Now, quickly, I have two scenarios to explain. The one which I just showed you is for the new client. Okay. Now, this is the active client which we have. If you simply put the email ID, if you simply have the PAN number and the client is already on the Firmway portal, that is the Firmway database, if you simply paste their PAN number, you will have this data pre-filled on your page. So you can simply say yes to that pop-up and your data will be filled in the same. Okay. And in case you have updated any kind of PAN number and you are not able to find that particular entry, which means that the client may be inactive and you would need to get in touch with the support team for the same. Okay. Now let's see what we have the next. Before moving ahead, we have a quick poll to be published, and the poll is on your screen. So now we'll see how the request of audit confirmation can be done. We have a quick process of create file preparation, upload and commit and configure the request. So let's see how it is done. So when we click on upload, we'll have this we click on upload in confirmations tab. Once we click on upload, we have the audit type to be selected. Audit type is statutory, confirmation type balances. Then we have bank balances and MSME as well. Once this is done, we can simply download a template from here. This template will help you get the data of your data in the format. So this is the file. You can see that the red highlighted fields are the mandatory ones. The reference number, the name of entity. The reference number stands for the vendor code and customer code. Then we have name and email ID to be filled. Also, we have way and response type. Okay. So once the data is filled into the same, we have to make sure that the data in the mandatory fields are not blank. We have the entity name of entity. Moving further, we have the name. If we have the email IDs, person can be addressed by the name or sir oblique madam. The email ID should be only the email ID, no any further comma, full stop, or any other special characters. If you have the mobile number, you can fill the mobile number as well. The CC format can be there. The format has been mentioned in there, only commas, no other special characters. Further, the option we have for BCC as well. Then we have the escalation 1 and 2. The way will be always emailed, response type positive, negative and blank. So when I say a positive response type, the amount will be mentioned in the columns, amount sections, and the mail will be reflected as the general balance confirmation email. Further, when I say a negative confirmation, the amount should also be mandatory in the columns, and the receiver will always get a mail that this is the confirmation. If you would not respond in 10 days, the amount will be considered as the same. And when I say a blank confirmation, there should be no amount filled in the amount section, and the client will be asking the responder to share us their balances. As I have the amount in the further debit column, I'll keep the response type as positive. You can further use the columns given, that is the debtors, creditors, advances, loans, interest, receivables, payables. And in case you have any other specifications to be mentioned, you can use the further other column, other amount and description. So once the file has been prepared, we'll further move to the rolling out process. As you can see, we'll prepare the file, click on upload, move to the confirmations, select our company, branch, the balance confirmation as on date, click on next. Our authorization will be mentioned as the partner. We'll take up the file which has been prepared by us and give this a file name. We'll click on upload further. You can see now this is our new update which has been introduced. You can see the file validation, that is a success. Okay. In case you have any attachments in the attachment sheet, you will be able to see their status in here as well, that is in progress or successful. If you want to quickly have a view of what entries you have added, you can click on view and you can check your entries. Okay. Once you have checked the entries, you can simply click on next and you will be back on the same page. case you have any zip attachments to be added, you can simply click on the attachment button in here and the pop-up will be appeared. You can upload your zip file and upload. Once your maker checker is done over here, you will click on next, click on yes, confirm, okay. Then we come to the final settings, that is the setting up your email ID, through which email ID we want to send the confirmation. In case you have any email attachments, that would be shown below. Send statement as email attachment. If you have any attachment and you want to send that as your email with your email body, you can select yes or no. Then you have the reminders groups, that is 5 reminder in 3 days of interval, 5 reminder in 7 days of interval, and 3 reminder in 3 days of interval. In case you don't want to send any reminders, you can select as no reminder. Okay. Then as I mentioned priorly in the manage settings, we have a review authorizer to be require authorizer review. If you had selected the someone, you will get a drop down here to select the particular person for the review, and also likewise for the client. As of now I have selected no to both. I'll click on send confirmation. Okay, so we have covered a lot till now. Before moving ahead, I would request, if you have any questions, you can please put it in the chat box below. Also, the people who are streaming from the YouTube, you can put your comments, questions in the chat box. That would be addressed. In the meantime, we'll have a quick poll. The poll is on your screens. So, as I have a quick question, will be addressed that we have something new we have some new features introduced to quick you can check your errors on the screen. So let me quickly take you through with that. So in case of the error, let's suppose that you have prepared a file and many a times we have a queries from the auditors and the users that the file is not getting uploaded. I'm not able to check what is the error. So we have a new error. Let's suppose I have not filled the currency in here and my email ID has a space. Okay, and this is an error file. I'll quickly upload the same and show you that how the system will give you an error. Okay, I'll click balances, take the company. Many a times we have the queries and the error is quite simple. That means we have a space or we have not mentioned the amount or there is some formulas in the sheet which has not been rectified by a regular person who don't have a habit to prepare the file regularly, because some of the auditors have a practice to do it only once in a year. So to cure that queries, you can yourself have a screen which will show you the errors. Now I have uploaded the error file on the portal. On the screen itself, you will be able to identify that yes, this file has error, and you will also get a download. You will also get to download the error file. So you can simply click on the download error file. I'll save. And let's open the file. You will be able to see that the file itself shows you the error in the error column. As you can see on the screen, the error itself is given in your error sheet, which says regular field is incomplete, and the field name is also mentioned, that is data currency. Okay, we'll move to data currency and we'll see what is the problem. As you can see, yes. So the data currency is blank, which should be filled by INR. Okay. And then what is the next error? Right. So by this, you will be able to identify that yes, the file and the system itself shows you the error. Once you are done with this, you can simply move here, upload another file. Okay. You can once you rectify the mistake, you can simply save the file and upload the file on the portal. But you need to make sure that you have to delete if you're uploading the same file which you have downloaded, then make sure that you delete the error columns, because if you fill in that, you'll again get an error. Once you upload that, if the file is all good to go, the file will be shown as status success. So once you get the success status, you can further delete the previous file from the portal. So I hope the query has been resolved. Is there anything more which we can take up, or shall we move to the next part? Any questions we can be addressed in the comment section. Now we have further the response monitoring and audit documentation. So how are we going to monitor the response? We have some few sample questions for you, which are generally been asked, that where to track the response received, how does the reminder work, and is there an option to stop reminder, email ID is incorrect, and how to download the documentation. So here are some 5 sample questions which I'll be addressing. The very first question is here how the tracking works. Okay, so here you have clicked on upload and you went to the upload screen again. When you come back down below, there is a track button. You click on track button. You will get all your audits which are open as well as closed. Right? So you can simply, with the help of the tag, that is the tag which you have given to the audit while processing, you will simply search with that and click on view. Or else you can simply take the audit ID. If you have kept your audit ID preserved, you can track the particular audit with the audit ID. Right? Now, here you will be able to see the delivery status or the failed status on the screen. Here you will have the amount statistics. Now, it's the next that how does the reminder works. So, a reminder will be, you have an auto follow process with us. You can simply see that here we click on the tick box over here in the action button. You have access to all the reminders function. If you want to stop the particular reminder to the party, or you want to resend the reminder, or you want to start the stopped reminder again, you can do so from the action button. Then is there an option to stop reminder? As I mentioned here, yes, you have an option to stop the reminder. right? So before moving ahead, before taking the three questions ahead, I'll quickly show you that how this email has been delivered to your receiver party and how this can be addressed. As you can see that the auditor account, that would be your email, and this is the email which has been your party received. They can quickly click to respond. This is the responder page which they have received. If the amount is correct, they can simply click on correct. If the amount is incorrect, they will click on incorrect. Okay. Here you can simply fill up some amount, and if there is any additional document to be added, they can simply add the document in here. Okay. Once this is done, they can simply click on the confirm button and ask for the verification code. If the party has selected A, the amount is correct, then they will simply get this would be the last page of verification code. As we have selected, we will take the verification code and enter. As we have selected B, that is the amount is incorrect, the party will get one more page that is for the reconciliation of the difference. Okay. As you can see, this is optional. So the party can simply submit the reconciled difference or can skip the particular page and submit. Okay. So once this is done, you can see the party has submitted the response and all their confirmer logs are being managed in here. Okay. So do we have any further query till now? Right. So now, as you can see, taking up the next two questions, that what if the email ID is incorrect and how to download the documentation. We have an option of revoke. Okay. I'll refresh it and you can see the statistics has been changed, right? So here I have a party which is on delivered stage and I want to revoke, that is the email ID is incorrect and I want to change the same. I can simply click on revoke. Yes, revoke the confirmation. Edit from here, change the email address and resend the particular mail to the party again. Okay. And with the last question, that is how to download the report for documentation. We can simply click on the summary report and the report will be downloaded. With this, within that you will be able to see all the summary status with the IP address of the responder and who have taken the further action on the link itself. Moving ahead, we have a last poll to be addressed. The poll is on your screen for the people who are streaming from YouTube. So till here we have completed the major part. Okay. Uh, the question raised in the chat box will be addressed. We'll be having a quick 5 minutes room for the questions or any queries or any view of the any particular process which will be requested. You can please raise the request in the chat box. Also, I have a quick update at the end of the session. So you can raise your questions and we can then move to the update. So I have a quick intro to be shared for our other products than the audit confirmation. We have a ledger reconciliation, which will help you to do a touchless reconciliation solution, gaining control over the AR and AP, the entire process right from the collection of SOAs, bringing uniformity in the ledgers through the machine learning reconcile ledgers averaging 95% matches through the power of AI with on-screen reconciliations to the further identification of the pattern and collection of sign-off from the parties, all done automated. This was for the ledger reconciliation. Further, we have a GST reconciliation also done. GST reconciliation helps you to reconcile the GST R2B with the purchase register by identifying missing credits and automating communications difference with vendors. All this is through the multiple logics in place, such as identifying partial matches in invoice number, partial matches of PAN. Okay, we have a question raised, so that can be addressed in the chat box. Also, the last product which I want to introduce is 26AS, reconciling TDS ledger versus sales register against 26 years to identify missing credits through multiple combinations and logics, inbuild a solution and communicating differences with the customers. So these are the three reconciliation software which we are providing as well. To have a quick understanding of your interest, there is a last poll which I would like to present. The poll is on your screen. For the people who are watching on YouTube, the interested software which you are looking for, you can simply put the name of the software on the comment section. It could be ledger reconciliation, GST reconciliation, or 26 years reconciliation. We have a query that the last reminder to the confirmation rolled out by confirmation can be sent with a customized message. So If I understand that rightly, you are looking forward to send a last reminder with the customized message. That cannot be done. However, you can, whatever message you're looking forward to add, you can mention it in the remarks session in here. Okay. And that would be followed throughout the emails trail. That could be the first email, second reminder, third reminder, fourth reminder, or fifth reminder. The number of reminders it will be moved forward to. Okay. So I believe that the questions are been addressed. Also, you have the contact details on the screen, the email ID on the screen, which you can, get in touch with. Okay, so there is a quick question that how to send the ledger to the party and how you can upload a zip, right? So let me help you with the with that process. Okay, if you have a practice to send ledgers to the party, when you're preparing the input file, you can simply upload your ledger in here and the attachment sheet. Okay, the reference number should be same with the entries you have pasted in the attachment sheet. You can simply paste the data in here, and while you upload the file, you have to make sure that you say as the send ledger yes or no. Okay, if you have the attachment sheet updated with the data, you have to always make sure that you say yes as the send ledger. Okay, and there was a next question which was that how to send a zip file. So here, if I click on next and you see that send ledger, I'll say yes, and in whatever format I would like to have that, in PDF or Excel. Okay, when I have data in the attachment sheet. This is the first scenario. Second scenario is what to do, how to send the zip attachment. Okay, so while preparation of input file only, you will make sure that the attachment column, that is in the balances sheet, you enter the name of your file. Okay, as I have mentioned that DNS records and the further extension, that is .xls, and the next .csv. It can be .pdf as well. Okay, I'll mention the name in here. I will create a zip file of both the file documents, and I'll create one single zip file as you can see on the screen. Yeah, I'll create both the zip files. Further, I'll move to upload section. And when I upload the zip file, Here in the attachment, here is the attachment tab. You can see, you can click on here and simply upload your zip file or upload. Okay. With this, your zip file will be attached. So I hope your all questions have been addressed. And in case you have any further questions or query, you can simply contact us on the information given on the screen. And with this, I conclude today's training and thank you for all joining in today's session and taking your valuable time out for this. I hope you all have a good weekend and have a great day. Thank you.